everyone, my name is Cristina and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna talk about Anastasia the Musical. And it's a musical that I've been dreaming of for years and waiting for it for years and years and years, and it's finally here! Yes! I want to talk about what I expect, the new songs that I want, the things that I want them to keep from the movie, and the things that I'm okay if they change. Just everything I've always wanted for this musical. I haven't been spoiled yet, but before there are more spoilers there in the world because it opened last week. I want to document what I'm thinking right now about the musical and what I hope it can be. First of all, I want to clarify, there are not going to be spoilers of the musical in this video unless I say it previously. Of course, there are going to be spoilers about the movie because we have to talk about the movie. Of course, there are going to be comparisons between the movie and the musical because for me the movie is perfect as it is. Still, I know they're going to change some stuff. I'm okay with that if they keep the essence of the movie. In this video, I'm going to use the movie as a reference for everything I'm going to talk about. Like the scenes that we already know and the characters we already love. If you've seen the musical already, you can stay and see how wrong I am or how right I am. But if you haven't, then stay as well and we can discuss together. So let's talk about it. There are 3 songs that have to be in the musical, and those are... I know there are gonna be 5 songs of the movie in the musical. And if I have to choose, I would choose Journey to the Past, first of all. I mean, it was nominated for an Oscar. It's just one of my favorite songs ever. I'm dying to see it on stage. That song is so inspirational and fantastic. And of course, Anastasia has to talk about her hopes and dreams and why she chose this path. I just can't imagine Anastasia the Musical without Journey to the Past. No. 2. In the Dark of the Night, because it's amazing. Rasputin needs his song and his minions. I'm just excited to see it and how powerful it is and how evil he can be, but at the same time it's such a fun song. That song needs to be there. It has so much potential for with this huge number. If they are nominated for a Tony, my choice of songs would be Journey to the Past and In the Dark of the Night. Like, can we mash them up? Like, first Journey to the Past and then In the Dark of the Night. Amazing. 3. Once Upon a December. Basic. I think is everyone's favorite. Maybe. I think I'm the only one whose favorite song from Anastasia is Journey to the Past. But anyway, Once Upon a December, I hope is this majestic scene. A scene that gets a standing ovation. It has the potential to be this amazing theatrical experience, because if it's done as in the movie, which I'm not sure it's gonna be done that way, but can you imagine actually the people coming out of the paintings and dancing and with those dresses? It has so much potential. I hope they don't ruin it. I really hope they don't. Number 4, a song that I really want in the musical, and I think this one is not gonna be in it. It's A Rumor in St. Petersburg. The way that song starts transports me immediately to the Anastasia world. I can imagine myself sitting in the theater and that music comes up and I will be sobbing uncontrollably. 5. Learn to do it. They can start showing Anastasia how her life was and how she has to behave to be considered a princess. But then it could start a whole dance number and people could join. They're traveling through Europe. The scenery could be fantastic and the dancing and everyone there and the costumes. I think they would make it longer and they would improve it. It would be perfect to close the first act. 6. There's this other song that I really like and I feel for it, and that is when Vlad is singing and Anya and Dimitri are dancing because Anya is learning how to dance and they're just like quirky, and Dimitri is just so uncomfortable because he's having these feelings for Anya that he doesn't want to have. If that song is not in there, I really hope they do something similar because I love how uncomfortable it is, but at the same time it's like so cute. My babies, love them. And Vlad needs to sing a little bit, come on. About Paris is a Key to Your Heart. I like it, but it's not my favorite song of the movie. I think it's my least favorite, so if they keep that out, I'm okay with it. About At the Beginning. At the Beginning is a song that is not really in the movie, it's in the credits, and it's supposed to be sung by Dimitri and Anya. And even though it's one of my favorite songs, it could be or couldn't be in the musical, but I hope it's not, because I don't feel like, I feel they kept it out of the movie for a reason, and unless they really find a good purpose for it to be in the musical, I hope they leave it there. I love it as it is already. And I think they could do another romantic song for Anya and Dimitri. Since I've been waiting for this to happen for so long, I've had all these ideas of what to do, what songs I'm expecting of them, which characters should have songs or not, and I've came up with this list. So first of all, I want a love-hate song for Dimitri and Anastasia, because that's what their relationship is supposed to be about. They hate each other, they love each other, it needs to be in song. I know that they're not gonna make the movie, it's gonna be a different thing, but if we take the movie and we just like figure out like where can they put songs in it, for me that love-hate song would be in the train, or instead of Learn to Do It, or right after Learn to Do It, depending on what they're saying, it could be in different parts. So we have Derek Klina in the musical, which means Dimitri has to have a song. I've always wanted Dimitri to sing because he doesn't really sing in the movie, but now that Derek Klina is playing Dimitri, there has to be a song. I want a song for Dimitri in which he sings about the hardships of his life, why he's making auditions for Anastasia and playing with this girl's heart and hopes and dreams. But at the same time, he's falling for this girl and he doesn't really know what to do. He's torn between his heart and his brain, basically. And we know how it ends, but in that particular moment, it would be amazing for him to be like, frustration. If he talks a little bit about his hardships, that way you will feel more for him and why he's lying to Anya. Even though we all know that it's the truth, he doesn't know, so what he's doing is really wrong. Dimitri's song could be anywhere, but I would like it to be on the boat. If they're ever on a boat, and if it is like the movie, I think the boat would be a right turning point. I wish there was a song for when Dimitri and Vlad are convincing Anastasia to go with them. Because that thing of, oh, look at the painting, yeah, could you imagine the possibilities? Can you imagine the possibilities of a song? They could really get into her head and convince her that this thing could be possible. I think Anya should have at least one more song, and this song should come after she's betrayed by Dimitri. And why is that? Because the pain, all the emotions that she should be feeling at that moment, like, oh my god, I thought I found my family, but I haven't. I thought I liked this guy, but he's such an ass. Why is it so hard? What I want is so simple. I just want a family. All the emotions she should be feeling. The frustration she must feel after she was stabbed in the back by the guy she thought she liked. She was so close. When you are so close to your goal and then something happens and you don't get it, it's so frustrating. And I think that should be put in a song of her talking about all of this and how hard it was for her in the orphanage. Because Journey to the Past is really happy and hopeful, but now she has to deal with the reality that maybe it's not that easy and maybe everyone else was right, and this, oh my god, I'm getting emotional. Please please make it a song. Now, there should be, if there is the scene in the boat where she is sleeping and she has this dream sequence, if there is a dream sequence, can it be a song, please? Because I want more Rasputin singing. I was thinking about it, and the dream sequence, if it happens, it would be amazing to see her family actually singing with her. And because this time she actually believes she's part of this family. It's not like Once Upon in December. Now she's convinced she's part of this family, and it would be amazing to see her family involved and her relationship with them a little bit, or how she thinks her relationship with them would be, and then just Rasputin singing, yay. Now we're gonna talk about characters a little bit later, but if Bartok is gonna be in the musical, I wish he had a song just because of how funny and sassy he is. And I think that has the potential to be a cool song. Also, if there is a Sophie and there is a scene of Sophie asking Anya the questions to prove that she is Anastasia, it would be like Sophie, Anastasia, Dmitri, Vlad, Sophie, Anastasia, and just boom, 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 boom. And then, realization, oh my god, she's actually the princess. Besides, if Sophie is in there, that means that Sophie and Vlad still have their relationship going, and if that's the case, they should have a duet because they're so cute together. And speaking about Vlad, I wish he sang a song to Anastasia, a nostalgic song of how great life was before the tragedy happened for him and for her family, and how was life at the castle. Remember the good old days, Anya, because I do. And also, Grandmama, she has to have a song. Come on, there is a point where she has offered a reward for anyone who finds Anastasia, okay? But everyone wants the reward. Girls come and go pretending to be Anastasia, and there's a point where she's like, enough! Please, this is breaking my heart. You're playing with my feelings. I'm just offering the money because this is important to me, and I'm done with this. I'm done with getting my heart broken over and over and over again. I think that's something that she should sing about. Besides the song that she should sing with Anya when they figure out like, oh yes, this is the music box. Yes, this is our secret. Yes, I'm Anastasia. Besides that song, which could be a little longer, like, oh no, I don't believe you. No, yes, I don't want you to believe me. The only thing that I want is to know if I'm part of your family, because the only thing that I really want is a family, to know who I am. Besides that song, I think she should have a song when she lets the audience know, I'm just done with this. And sure, there should be a song between Anya and Dmitri. If it's the love-hate song, I already mentioned I'm okay with it, but if they want to throw there another song, if they want to do that, it's fine, and it could be the finale. It's okay, but what I do want is a confrontation between Anastasia and Rasputin at the end. And if that's a song, it could be cool. First of all, of course, let's talk about Anastasia. We know that Anastasia, Rasputin, Dmitri, and Vlad, and Grandmama are gonna be in the musical, okay? But let's talk about Anastasia for a little while, because when I learned that Altomar, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, I'll learn eventually. When I saw her picture, I was like, oh, she actually looks like her, and like her hair is just kind of like her. But then, even though I've tried not to spoil myself, I've seen like 3 pictures of the musical, and one of them is a journey to the past, I think, and she is blonde. Why? Why is she blonde? I don't understand why we are portraying the movie, or at least the characters of the movie. So let's take the character of the movie who has reddish brown hair and put it on stage. Don't make her blonde, and it's nothing against blonde girls, really, believe me, it's nothing against that. It's not that. It's just the fact that Anastasia in this story should have reddish brown hair. It's one of the cool things about Anastasia, if you think about it, because she is actually a princess, and she's not blonde like the other princesses that we're used to, except Ariel, she's another thing. But can you imagine if they did The Little Mermaid on Broadway and she's blonde. What? It's so iconic that she is a redhead. The same thing applies to Anastasia. I mean, Anastasia didn't have blonde hair in real life. No, she didn't. She didn't have blonde hair. I think Cristina looks the part. I'm okay with the other pictures of the other characters that I've seen. The only thing that I'm concerned is her hair, because it's blonde and it's something that they can fix. Please, please just consider, of us lovers of Anastasia the movie who are dying to see your production, please change her hair. Please just do it. Now, Dimitri, Cristina, great choice. I don't know if there's gonna be a Sophie or not. I hope there is, because she and Vlad are so cute together. She's just so funny and just like, love her. I know that there are probably gonna be other new characters, which I don't know anything about. But if they're taking out characters of the movie, I'm pretty sure they're gonna take off Bartok and Puka, because it's gonna be harder to portray them. So they probably change Bartok into some other minion thingy for Rasputin. I hope they don't, because Bartok is one of the best things of the movie. But if they do put Bartok in it, I don't know if it should be a person playing it or a puppet. Since they are going for a more realistic portray of the story, I think it's not gonna be a puppet. So we'll see what they do with it. I'm pretty sure they'll figure it out. But about Puka in particular, I love it. I don't want it in the musical, because what are the options? Real dog? Puppet? Nah. And the person playing a dog, I think it works for other productions, but this is not the case. So if they're gonna take a character out, Puka would be my choice. And I hope they keep Sophie and Bartok. We'll see. Let's talk about the costumes, because as I mentioned, I've seen 3 or 2 pictures. I've seen the costume for Journey to the Past. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but it's not Anastasia. For me. Come on guys, you had this pretty simple dress she wore. Just keep it that way. Anastasia's costumes in the movie are so iconic. You forget how Dimitri is dressed, you forget how Rasputin is dressed, Bartok, Sophie, whatever, but Anastasia's just like Ariel has the pink dress, or Belle. Belle is the perfect example. Belle has this beautiful yellow gown. Are you gonna do a musical and put a green gown, a brown gown? It doesn't work for me. If you have something that is so iconic and people already have this image and people love it so much, just keep it that way, improve it. They always do. They always improve all the things that you see in the movies when they do it in musicals. So if you have these dresses or these costumes, improve them. The same thing with the blue dress, because I saw a picture of her wearing a pink dress. Why? If it's for a new scene that they're making for the musical, I'm totally okay with it. But if they're changing the beautiful blue dress that she wears, that even the camera does this, and Dimitri's just like, oh my god, this woman. If they're gonna change that gown for the pink one, I'm gonna be really mad. Same thing with the yellow dress at the end, when she is just going to be reintroduced to society. Let's talk about choreography for a minute. I'm okay if there isn't much choreography in this musical, because I want more emotional songs that develop the characters than dancing. But the songs that should have dance sequences are Learn to Do It, A Rumor in St. Petersburg, if we are lucky enough to have it in the musical, Anastasia and Dimitri's dance. It could be really, really fancy. It could start really clumsy and then they really get into it and they just like are mesmerized by each other, and then it gets clumsy again. So that one would be cool. In the Dark of the Night with the Minions, Once Upon in December, of course. I want some Russian dancing. How many times can you have Russian dancing in a musical? This is the opportunity. I know they're gonna do a great job, it's just that I have so much expectations and things that I want for the musical that it could easily be wrong for me. At the end of the day, the only thing that I want is that they do justice to the movie. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and comment down below if you've seen the show, if you haven't seen it, if you want to talk about Anastasia the movie, the musical, if you've seen it already, what you liked, what you didn't like. I don't know if I'm gonna be right. Probably not. Probably they're not gonna do anything that I'm talking about right now. Or maybe they will do some of these things. I don't know. These are my opinions. Please don't be rude if you don't agree with something that I've said here. These are just my opinions, and I'm not gonna see the production until it's on Broadway, so let's talk about it. It's okay with spoilers, just comment them down below, but please put spoiler, colon, and then the spoiler, just in any case that someone doesn't want to be spoiled. See you later. Bye!